a drunk man barged into the martial arts hall. The senior flicked a peanut that struck the man right on the knee. The wine jar flew out of his hand, but the drunk man moved with surprising agility, snatching the jar midair with ease. It wasn't until his fingers touched the ground that he realized he'd revealed his martial arts skills, so he deliberately fell and smashed the jar, pretending to be a drunk too weak to hold it. Everyone laughed and mocked him as a useless fool, but none of them knew this drunk was actually a martial arts prodigy. He had created an unbeatable technique of his own. One strike could land precisely on an enemy's vital point. Every time he used it, the sound of dragons and cranes echoed around him, so the technique became known as dragon skill. However, on the night of his father's 50th birthday, the drunk man ignored all advice and insisted on entering a martial arts tournament, vowing to take first place as a birthday gift for his father. He then went on to defeat all the top fighters with ease. One strike at a time, he knocked down every opponent. Even the former Martial Alliance leader was defeated by a single move from dragon skill. But just as he claimed first place, he was met with devastating news. His entire family had been slaughtered. On his deathbed, his father warned him, dragon skill was too powerful and would breed envy. If it fell into greedy hands, it would bring chaos to the martial world. He then ordered his son to take the manual, live in hiding, and preserve the last bloodline of the family. From that day on, the drunk man honored his father's words, never fighting in front of outsiders, until the head of a martial house took him in out of pity, and even promised his daughter to him in marriage. 10 years flew by. The martial house's disciples all saw him as useless, and constantly humiliated him, but only the woman knew he was carrying out his father's final wish, so she never looked down on him. One day, unable to take it anymore, she stepped forward and confronted her eldest brother, demanding to know why he always made things hard for the drunk man. The brother sneered, mocking that the drunk had never lifted a finger since joining, calling him worse than a beggar. He added that if it weren't for her, the drunk would have been kicked out long ago. But before he could finish, the hall doors were kicked open. A rival charged in with a group of men. Over the years, this rival had secretly tried to suppress the martial house, all because back then, the woman rejected his proposal and chose to marry the drunk instead. Now the rival had come to defeat them and take everything from the house master. Furious, the elder brother immediately agreed to a match. The rival pulled out 3 incense sticks, stuck them into the ground, and arrogantly declared that before the incense burned out, he would defeat every fighter in the house. Hearing this, everyone in the house was enraged. A disciple in black was the first to charge forward. He attacked the rival without a word. Seeing the disciple so fierce, the others thought justice was finally being served, but the drunk man simply shook his head.